Let Guru pick your
DJ, give us
mind.
the
The
beat.
fam 305, Mama G ready all the time. The fam 305, K-Dub sniping on the right. The fam 305, Dre talking ish all night. The fam 305, like, share and subscribe. The fam 305, the fam 305, the fam 305, like, share and subscribe. Hey, no pa tanto, no pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto, no pa tanto, no pa tanto, no pa tanto.
There you go.
All right, y'all. Here's your host for tonight for the Fam 305 podcast.
Yeah, that's horrible when people don't come. That's the worst. No pa tanto.
Yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
What up? What up?
What's up, my man?
What is going on, dude?
You know, living the dream, trying to make some money while I still can,
There you go.
and hopefully not hopefully not end up in another world war with the Chinese or the aliens, because it seems like shit's going to hell right now.
Oh yeah, I seen that Canada. They said that Trudeau, they shot down a UFO, right? That's what the headline was.
Yeah, they shot down, and they're not saying it's a balloon, but they're saying it didn't have any propulsion, but they don't want to say it's a balloon. So it could be two things. It could be an alien, or it could be another one of those Chinese balloons.
Man, that's all ops, man. That's just all fucking bullshit, bro. You're gonna tell me with the technology that we got, they gonna let a balloon fly over unrestricted area? A fucking balloon? Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Bro, I'm looking at it right now. We're recording. It's 12:11 a.m. I'm looking at a fucking rocket being launched. I'm gonna
Where?
take a picture of that shit. Where I'm at. I'm taking a picture of it right now.
A rocket being launched where?
I don't know, but it's a rocket.
I don't know.
It's a rocket. It's a rocket. Holy shit, it's a rocket, dude.
Really?
Yeah, something's getting launched. I took a picture of it. I'm literally looking. I was looking at it. I think it got launched from Cape Canaveral. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was crazy. It was going up at an angle. It might have been from Cape Canaveral. So I don't know. Maybe that's them launching nukes. Maybe they're launching the nuclear missiles. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, I'm
They
on the road
got
right now, so.
Yeah, man. It's interesting times because to me,
So what's going on? What's going on?
If you just look at, I mean, first of all, a Chinese balloon. I mean, this is something that's like, how you gonna really, like, what is it, 1960? Like, really, a balloon flew over, and they let it fly over, and they didn't shoot it down for. They didn't shoot it down for 4 days.
Well, they don't want it to land on people.
Analyze that, bro. Come on.
They don't want to land on. They don't want it to land on people.
You're gonna tell me you're gonna let a foreign AUP or unidentified, what is identified as a balloon? You're gonna let that thing fly from another country into your country without shooting it down? Come on, man.
Apparently.
Come on, that's BS, bro. So I don't know. It could be two things. It could be the same people trying to expose the government, or it's just theatrical.
But my thing is why the timing of it all is just interesting for me. It's crazy how all this shit's happening right now.
Yeah, because they're running out of time. They don't have any. There's no more. Everything is how do you say, at the end of its wick? You know, it's the end of the candle. Like, they got to do something. Shot out.
And who's they? Who's they?
Who's they is the the dark side. The people that control all the other people, the people that control all the government.
There was a guy, like, so I was telling you earlier on the thread, I was texting, I'm like, yo, this on Spaces, this shit was getting crazy. And this one dude got on there, and they were saying, listen, these are, what do you think these things are? And he goes, oh no, those are AI drones. That's shit that we do, that my company who I work for, we put up all these drones, and we work with the US government. And basically, long-winded, he was saying that they do all this shit. And, well, who do you work for? He goes, well, the government kind of works for us, and I kind of work for the Rothschilds. He said that shit. I was like, oh, boy, deep end. The Rothschilds. When he said that, I was like, okay. I kind of might have believed some of the shit he was saying, which I think he was full of it. But when he said the Rothschilds, I'm like, wait a second. Like, come on now. Like, you're saying all this shit on here. I don't know. I mean, like, if you really knew what was going on, are you gonna spit all that stuff out?
Yeah, the thing is you got to understand that there's so many people with truthers and whistleblowers that are saying the truth. Now, the dark side has to infiltrate. Okay, these guys have to put somebody in play to kind of throw off and make people not believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they gotta sprinkle truth with their deception, or what they want to take away, or how do you say, derail it, or make it so people won't believe it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It kind of like throw a curveball at people. Well, you know.
Hello. And of course, Dre, either his internet's going out, or once again, the deep state is trying to silence him. You back?
No. I'm here.
Okay.
You hear me?
Because sometimes the deep state likes to shut you up. Like on that space, bro, that space got shut down in the middle of a conversation. Somebody started saying FBI, DOD. I don't know if they were fucking around, but they terminated the space.
What do you mean the space? What are you talking about?
Okay, on Twitter, they have this thing called Spaces. It's basically a bunch of people get online and they talk. They have conversations. Yeah. Like, people are chatting. Like me and you were talking. Obviously,
like
it's a
party
podcast.
Line. Like a party line.
Kind of like a party line, but they call it Spaces. But they have a moderator, because there's somebody that hosts it, and they can mute people. They can have people come on, and it's like a show. So this Spaces was talking about the UFOs and the balloons, and it was getting crazy. And then all of a sudden, somebody started saying FBI, CIA, something, shut it down, something. I don't know if it was just someone who was fucking around, but they terminated the space. Like, it stopped. Like, I couldn't go back on because they were no longer online. Whoever hosted it couldn't do it anymore. So I was like, what the fuck? Out of nowhere, it was just like.
Hello?
Yeah, and of course, they shut us down when I start mentioning those letters.
Did you see that? I'm telling you, man. They don't want
all the time, bro. They shut us down when you start mentioning certain things. And I don't know. I just mentioned how they shut it down, and then they shut us down. It's crazy, bro. But
yeah, man.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. Russia's getting ready to attack Ukraine. China with the balloons. The market's starting to hit a critical mass here with the stock market. President, the State of the Union. What's up?
The thing is there's a lot of things coming to a head, and they have to make a distraction. You know, they have to either hurry up and start the war. They're running out of time to being exposed. You know what I mean?
They've been doing that for the longest time. We've been talking about this since COVID. Since the initial COVID, the COVID hoax, right?
It's not something. Yeah, it's not something that happens overnight. But the thing is that they're running out of time and power, and there's just a lot of time constraints people don't understand behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Right. Also, there's also there's also an alien. There's a, let's say, galactic federation of, let's say, pressure put on for the good guys and the bad guys. You know what I mean? So there's people from above. Yeah, so there's people that how do you say that? Not I would say Galactic Federation, and that
Like
things
Star Trek, Galactic Federation.
something like that. That type of pressure from people above, and
Yeah.
also things that were left here by ancient
Aliens.
aliens
Like
for
an ark, or
yeah,
some kind of device, like in
right,
Egypt or in Syria, Iraq.
right. So there's these things, there's so-called the arcs around the earth, and they're about to activate, and that's why all this crazy shit's going on. But you know that Syrian earthquake in
Yes, I was about
Turkey,
to ask you. Yeah.
yeah. No, that's cabal made. That's from the dark side. That's made
And
by
why would they cause an earthquake?
because they need to how do you say, they need to disrupt. They don't want nobody to be feeling like everything's fine, you know what I mean? Because they can't fucking they're not in control 100% like they've always been. Okay, so
Yeah.
what they got to do is they got to make a disruption. They got to they control the weather. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna do an earthquake. Whatever they got to do. Whatever they got to do. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. This guy was the guy that they were kind of like didn't believe him. He was talking about how they have AI, DARPA they were doing something with drones to like create clouds and stuff. They were doing things up in the sky, and he was saying that's what people are seeing up there. A lot of that shit is all us. We're putting stuff up there in drones, and we have AI that's making all these things happen, and that's what we're seeing. And everyone was like skeptical, and he was saying all these things, and then he
Everything.
mentioned
Listen.
the aliens.
Yeah,
Then he
yeah.
mentioned the aliens, the different alien types.
See, but the thing is that they always push the narratives that aliens aren't real. So because they're really the ones, you got to think about, they want you. They don't want you to know the truth, so they're gonna tell you on TV the opposite. They're gonna give you the opposite.
Doesn't it seem like they're starting to let us know? Like, they released the
Well,
Pentagon, the government, they released the shit
right,
with the Navy back in '04.
right.
All these things are little by little, they're starting to release more information. Are you think they're starting to like a slow disclosure kind of?
They're doing a slow disclosure, but the people that see, this is for the normies. This is for the normal people who don't believe, who think this is crazy talk. This is for the normal people. This is for the people that don't understand, that they don't know, they don't really get that. What people think that, oh, we got to go to work tomorrow type shit. You know what I mean? Well, of course we do, but this is not. This is all for control. You know what I mean? They don't want people to wake up to understand that the government's been controlled and has been corrupted for a very, very long time.
Of course, because
everybody's starting to notice it now.
Everybody's
starting to notice it. Is that and we don't want to get political, but even like Trump is not even here, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He's not even in the picture, allegedly, right? So
no, he's
either which way. This is like kind of like a little wake up call for people, the normal people. You know what I mean? So this is, but the problem, they want to control the narrative. This is what they want to do. They know that.
Well, doesn't the media? Isn't that what we have the media for? Because the media is the extension of corporations, right? Because all these news stations are owned by somebody. They're owned by Sinclair. That some of them are owned by Fox. And some of them are owned by CBS. And them are owned by corporations. Westinghouse, CNN's owned by Time Warner. ABC is owned by Disney. These are all extensions of major corporations, which are influencers of the government, the politicians. So aren't they setting? They're setting what they want. I mean, they're letting you know what they want you to know, or brainwash you, right? I mean, isn't that what the news is at this point? That's why there's so much fake media, and we don't know what's the truth and what's a lie anymore. I mean, isn't that what they're doing that now, and they've been doing that for a long time.
Right. But they want to push their agenda so they could control it. The thing is they're getting to the point where they know that there's gonna be there's going to be alien intervention for people that don't study about this, who don't know about this. There's going to be alien contact, so-called quote unquote alien contact, which I know, I study this shit. There's been aliens here, and we already gone over this shit. But the problem is they want to control it. They don't want the good guys to say, look, we beat everybody. They want the bad guys have their last stand, and they want to control the narrative. They want to show people, okay, yes, there is aliens, and we're gonna show you we've been holding this back, and these guys are the bad. Huh?
Who's winning? Who's winning? The bad guys or the good guys? Like, how do you keep score? Like, so we haven't seen aliens yet. So I guess what the bad guys are winning because they're keeping that from us.
No, the bad guys been winning for a long time. Okay, the good guys, it's like they do little battles, okay, to gain a little bit more power, They take over, DUMBs, underground military base, deep underground military bases. They take those over. They rescue children, the traffickers, trafficking children, and all these things that is going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about.
Right.
And what they're doing is they're trying to stabilize that part, because the bad guys own the TV. They own the TV stations. They own the bad guys own everything. Okay. They own the TVs. They have their own little small militaries. They have military forces too. You know what I mean?
Are Freemasons the bad guys or the good guys?
Freemasons, depending on, it's just like church. There's people that go to church, right? Are all people bad that go to church? No, the guys that run the church are the bad guys.
So because you hear a lot of people even the guy got on the space time was like, he was saying like, man, I can't believe this guy saying all this shit, because like I'm a Freemason, and there's things that I'm not even gonna talk about on here, because I'm like, as a Mason, you don't talk about certain things. There's certain things that you don't mention. So my question to you is, if you're a Freemason or these secret societies, for example, the Freemasonry, are they good or are they bad? Because it seems like they're part of the church, or at one point, are they bad or are they good?
No, this is the problem. Okay, so it depends on your perception. What your understanding is bad and good. There's white hats, there's black hats, there's black magic, there's white magic. Yeah. So, but you have to do magic to even out the balances of energy. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do bad shit. You got to do bad shit to fight bad shit. You know what I mean? Like, you have to do bad. You got to get down and dirty with these guys. You got to do dirt too. You know what I mean? So people say, are they bad? No, I wouldn't say all of them are bad. It's just like, you can't categorize the whole organization off of, are they good or are they bad? No, there's bad people and good people in one organization. You understand?
But when you dig down to the derivative, their derivative, you get down, you dig down, you go deep enough, and obviously it's hard to go too deep, because unless you're in it, you really can't see the inner sanctum. But people have released stuff. Isn't it at its core basically a satanic cult? Like they believe in, like, they're into Satan. They're into like, whatever that term you call Satan, the Diablo.
Satanic worshippers. SRA, satanic rituals. Yes, they are satanic worshippers. Yes, they are.
So then, aren't they by that? Isn't that definition bad?
They don't believe in God. They believe in the devil.
So isn't that from our understanding, that be considered bad, right? Or is that, if you consider what they're doing, is there a reason why they do that? The actions that they do, like all the different levels. And I mean, many presidents have been Masons, and we talk about how presidents, or some of them, are corrupt. So that's why I ask. Like, I hear about all these secret societies, and you talk about good hats, black hats, white hats, and I'm like, well, who the fuck can we look at and say they're the good ones? Because I know we argue all the time about Trump, and I can't say he's a good guy, because he's a black
guy. I know. The thing is that the white guys have to play like they have to camouflage as bad guys until they throw a monkey wrench in the bad guys' plans. So they are on the back. This is what I'm trying to explain. They dib and dabble. They switch sides to disrupt the bad guys' plans. They are in these societies. They've noticed that they've done so much bad that they're switching. There's a lot of people that switch. You understand what I'm saying? That they noticed that they fucked up. They are not,
but they were bad.
They were bad, or they done bad shit. So now they're trying to, come to a means with this shit. But the thing is that yes, most of them, this is all satanic worshiping shit that they do, and this is because they use, the satanic, they use the devil and lower vibrational, lower dimensional entities to help them do black magic or do things people think is bullshit, but it's not. These societies, they do a lot of satanic things and worship, and they worship Baal and all this stuff. When you dig into it, you notice, damn, all of them are fucking satanic worshipers. It's fucked up.
And I've also, I don't want to jump around. I hate to get back into secret societies, but I've also been told that, like, when you join those societies, you sacrifice something. Like, the part of your ritualistic, part of your indoctrination is you lose something, or it changes you. It's not like, oh, you can join the club and everything, you're gonna have to go. No, it's just you have to give up something. There's always a cost.
Right.
Some kind of.
This is what they do because they want you. Their whole thing is to make you feel like they control us, and they control the people in the society with fear. So the worst thing they do is make it as they say they do satanic rituals with the most horrific and torturous things to break the mind of these people. So once you join, once you see what how they are, they break you. And this is what they do. They do with kids, and they do with the all the people that join. They break your mind and make you dependent for them. You know what I mean? For their cult and for their beliefs, and make you sacrifice things for them.
Yeah, because you hear about that all the time, and then even certain celebrities, you're like, yeah, such and such lost this person, and I said that's because they probably they traded that in, they became that part of that, but they had to give something up.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's just crazy to know that you sacrifice, and I understand the fear part.
Like,
I think,
it's like an indirect sacrifice. Even Kanye said it. I know a lot of people don't like what Kanye
South
talks
Park.
about.
Dude, South Park made fun of him. I don't know if you watched South Park, but they made fun of him last week.
Yeah, I don't watch South Park, but he even said it. They unwilling to him, but they sacrificed his mom. You know what I mean? In the prime of his music career, in the prime, they took away his mom. You know what I mean? I mean, you could say she had cancer, this and that, but coincidentally, you look at everybody. John Travolta, they took his son. Everybody, you know what I mean? They
his wife.
You know what I mean? His wife got cancer or something. They have the technology to self-induce any cancer or death or whatever you call it.
I know, and they keep shit from us.
Yeah, of course.
Like vitamin K, and there's certain remedies that you can't get here because it actually cures cancer in some instances, but you can't get it.
Right. So as soon as you can't say you can't say anything that you make or invented that cures anything. They'll just come and confiscate it, and they'll derail you, and they'll blackball you real quick. Like that one guy I was telling you that he was saying that he was curing this and that. He had to leave the United States because, and they went and got him in Colombia.
They got him. They killed him.
Yeah, no, they didn't kill him, but they indicted him on false advertising, saying that he cured COVID and this and that, and different things.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta take a quick break because I gotta go inside. But we're gonna rejoin and we're gonna lighten it up a little bit. We're gonna talk a little Super Bowl and some other stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I'll be right back.
All right, bro. Yo.
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 And we're back. A long break.
Yes, sir.
And of course, my dogs start barking when I rejoin with you. So, you got the Super Bowl tomorrow, the big game, the big game. So, what are your plans?
I'm gonna be at the house. I'm gonna be doing, watching the game and grill a little barbecue and watch the game. That's it.
Yeah, yep, same here. We're gonna. Yeah. K-Dub might be coming over. And my brother-in-law. We're just gonna, same thing. We're gonna grill and gonna watch some football. And honestly, I really don't care who wins because everybody's been asking me like, who do you want to win? Who do you picking? I'm like, I really this game, either one, either team. I don't know. They both recently won, so it's not like I'm pulling for one team or the other. What do you think?
Yeah.
Like, who do you think?
Yeah, I don't think. I think Kansas City has a little advantage, but not by much. Yeah. But remember, they're gonna. I think, like you said, it's a pretty even, so it doesn't really matter. It's not that it doesn't matter, but they always want the good feelings. Mickey Mouse, Disney type, right? Disney Cinderella story.
Yeah.
They want that. They want that type of ending. Let's just say that.
So and I've seen a lot of weird things. Like, there's this Twitter account where there's all kinds of numbers. Like he mentioned something. It has to do with the amount of the number in Arizona in the score. It's like the exact. It kind of matches up. Like, it's crazy how certain numbers, certain scores, they mean something.
Right. It goes to numerology. That's what we talked about before. That's what the bad guys use to.
Yeah. But it's just crazy how you would think okay, there's no the NFL's not setting this up. There's no real the best team is gonna win. Usually the team plays good, they're gonna win. The other team is obviously gonna lose.
I wouldn't say that they don't set it up. I wouldn't say they don't set it up. What I would say, they just like everything, they manipulate it for the person they want to win. That's what they would do. These guys are playing their heart out on the field, but there's other things that influence the game, like penalties and injuries, and they could easily tell a guy, hey, take this guy out. You know what I mean? We're not gonna call this the foul. We won't call the penalty.
So do you feel this is like WWE? Like it's set up? The games are set up?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Really? Let me ask you, how did Tom Brady win so many fucking championships, dog?
Because he's that good.
And he was on the Patriots team.
Right.
Okay.
Right. In 2001, 2002, 9/11.
Right. 9/11, 2001. You don't think that's influential?
Yankees.
You don't think that's? Come on, man.
I agree. I mean, I think there's at some level there's some hey, we hope this team wins. Maybe give them the call.
There's already been NBA referees already snitched and said that they've gotten paid or they made you know, they told the guys that they got to throw this game or else, you know, they've talked about that. There's a ref, an ex ref that talked about that. Like,
Yeah.
they've been doing that type of shit, dog. They've been doing that type of shit. You know?
Man,
So,
I could believe it. I could believe it, but it's just you would
everything's
like to think it's
manipulated
random.
so you could just keep on going, keep on being a slave. You know, it's the circus, it's the Roman circus, dog. They gotta every time. What did the Romans do? They built the Colosseum. Why?
Yeah.
Because
Why?
you know when they don't have to question, they don't want to question the government, so they don't have to question the government. Hey, they put more people in the Colosseum.
Or
Keep
they
them
had
busy.
or they
Keep
had
them,
these gladiator shows. Meanwhile, they were doing all the shit on the side. But guess what? People don't
yeah,
care because they're watching the gladiators. Just like, what are we doing? We're watching football.
right,
We're watching the Super Bowl
exactly.
tomorrow. Meanwhile, what's going on?
100%. We're gonna watch the Super Bowl tomorrow, and I bet you big shit goes down tomorrow, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And I know we try to get away from this, but a lot of times when me and you do these podcasts together, it always boils down to the conspiracy shit because you know me, I love it, and I know you're into it, and it just like there's always something else. Like, hey, look at this shiny object. Meanwhile, in the background, they're trying to do shit behind our back. Meanwhile, we're distracting you. You know.
Right. Exactly.
There's constant distractions, and the numerology. Just this guy, man, he puts out. I gotta share some stuff with you, and it's just like crazy. Like, damn, like where do people come up with this stuff? And it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, things
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
all
I
set
mean,
up, man.
the thing is that this is what we're gonna get to the point of when people are gonna start waking up and saying, "Damn, have they been lying to us all this time?" Like there was this one shit that I seen. It was like a picture of all the scores of the Super Bowl. Like they have like a cheat sheet to tell the refs how they want the game to end. Like, you know, make it
Right.
close. You know, make it the game close. Let this team win. This team is gonna win. Like I seen it, and they said like I think Kansas City wins like 37-34 or some shit like that.
Yeah, and I saw something somewhere where they actually leaked out the actual the score of the game.
The score, I know.
I think that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, like wait a second, how is this like a Madden box score? Is this a real deal box score?
Right, yeah. You know, so you know, I would say it's like this. It's like they tell them what they want it to be. You know, maybe it won't be exact, but they try to get it close, you know, but they execute, you know, they make the other team win or make the other team lose, you know, whatever. But the thing is, you know, that's what we're getting to, man. That, you know, back to the conspiracy shit, we're getting to the point of where, you know, we're finding out that a lot of shit is bullshit, bro. And that's what we need to, you know, wake up. You know, this is the part of the wake up time. Like, we've been getting played for so many fucking years, bro. It's so ridiculous, man. Like, you know, but you know, I think Kansas City's gonna win anyway. So, you know, they want that.
I think Philly. Overall, Philly's got more talent. Kansas. I mean, they got.
Yeah, they're
Kansas City's got a
younger.
better quarterback. Yeah.
You know, they're younger and they got.
But who they gonna throw? Who's Mahomes gonna throw the ball to other than Kelsey? And the Eagles know that, so they're gonna double team Kelsey. They're not gonna make sure he doesn't go up. So what? They're gonna throw to Juju. They're gonna throw to MBS. I don't know. I think maybe they're gonna run the ball a little more. Maybe if they're able to run the ball with Pacheco, that they shock them. But I think the Eagles, man, the Eagles got to do a big time choke job, and then they'll lose.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
But I'm gonna enjoy it, and you know, the other thing about Super Bowls I enjoy is I like watching like the commercials, and I don't know about you, but it seems like the commercials the last few years have gone. They haven't been as good. I mean, I remember when I was
They
younger,
haven't. They haven't been
right?
as
I
good.
just
It's because they don't. They listen, man. All the good like commercials. That's was back in the day shit. You know, they can't. How do you say? They don't have the ability to make the creativeness from creative people. So what they do is, you know, they keep on using the same people that's in their team. They get rid of the creative people, and now they're stuck with the stagnant. You know what I mean?
Same old.
It's like this. It's kind of like the same old shit, you know, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's nothing like clever. It's not clever,
no.
you know.
And you'll get one. You know, there's always
right.
a couple.
You'll get
like,
one.
okay, but
exactly, you know, you get some that you're like, oh, okay, this shit was funny as fuck. But not like before. It was like a competition, dog. You know.
Yeah.
All of them were funny. All of them were like.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah. It seems like now it's just. You know, and then what do you think? I always tell people, what's going to be the first commercial? Is it going to be beer? Is it going to be car company? Is it going to be a movie? What do you think?
Yeah. I think, of course, it's gonna be beer, dog. It's got to be Budweiser.
Yeah. Budweiser?
Hell yeah.
Budweiser. Ugh, the worst beer ever.
I'm telling you, and like people like kill for that shit. Like people in the other country.
They do?
You know that? Like, oh yeah, the Chileans are like, you know, they want to drink a Budweiser.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, because it's the American beer, bro.
Dude, one year we were driving back from PA. I think it was 2017. We were driving back and it was bad. The weather was bad. We lucked out. We didn't get any accidents, thank God. But there was a truck that crashed that turned over on the road, and it had crashed ahead of us. So we're driving up and we're looking at the truck, and then it's turned over, and all you see in the median of the highway is fucking Budweiser beer cans everywhere.
Nah.
Yes, it was like a trailer full of beer. I could have pulled over because there was no. I could have stopped and got out and grabbed some beer. But you think I did that?
No.
Hell no. I was drinking a Bud. It was Bud Light. It wasn't even Budweiser. It was Bud Light.
I kind of like Bud Light better than Budweiser. I mean,
really?
I mean, they're both, you know, they're both trash. But
hangover for me is hangovers. I just get hangovers.
Oh, listen, I've drank, bro. I could drink a 12-pack of fucking. I could drink a 12-pack of fucking Bud Light and just have a little buzz.
Yeah, we know you can.
I could drink like 15 Coronas and still fucking drink.
Oh, okay, no.
There he is. What's up?
Not much, man. Y'all be running a late ass podcast.
Well, it's Saturday night.
Yeah, man, it's the jack off hour. What do you want?
It's the conspiracy and jack off hour.
Yo, we gotta make that shirt. We gotta make a shirt like that.
The jack off hour?
The jack off.
I can make one, but what do you want the shirt to look like? Like what?
It has to be like
somebody's hands.
Trey, it's your motto, you know, the jack off.
Okay, yeah. So you could put a car. Box? Remember, you could put a car like where you're changing the tire and the jack coming off of it. So it'd be the jack off, and then you put a clock next to it, so you won't make it like the real jack off hour of it. The jack off.
But who's gonna wear that shit? Like you gonna wear that?
Maybe.
I was thinking about maybe like one of those old style shirts, like with the guy smiling with the wink, and he's like pointing at you, and he's like, the jack off hour.
The jack off hour. Yeah, but that's kind of weird. That's kind of like a jack off. Like that guy's an asshole.
No, not a
like a jack off. He's such a jack off. You know, like jack off means what? Like jack off means to masturbate. Is that what you mean, Dre?
Either masturbate or just fuck around.
Yeah. Oh, they're jacking off.
Yeah, like fucking around. You know what I mean? Like
the fuck around hour. The fuckery.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know.
So K-Dub, you missed the first part. The first half, we got a little more conspiracy theory, and we're talking about those damn Chinese weather balloons. They call them weather balloons. What's your take on it? What do you think's going
on? The weather balloons, they're not weather balloons. They're some type of some type of like distraction or a way of for like the Chinese balloons to come over here to like find out if they can like intercept our connection and go under the radar type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because with radar and all the technology that we have, they're trying to figure out how they can get across. Now, how it got across, I don't know. Is it self-propelled, or
No,
does it
the
have like
winds.
the winds?
The winds. But
Well,
they said that they could direct it. They could direct it. Like they knew where the fucking thing was going. They
yeah, they can like change the
yeah.
flaps, like it's
Right. Like
yeah.
a boat. Years ago, before we had electricity, boats, how did they cross the oceans? To the currents. They didn't have propel. They had wind, and they had they can move the rudder. Same thing with these things. They could program the fucking thing to depending on the winds.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing. The Chinese knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I feel like it was to test our ability, basically.
Yep. I agree. And Dre was saying that there's probably more shit coming up, and there's something going down.
You shared that the fucking these guys had a fucking shot down a UFO. I mean, come on. When have you ever heard that shit, bro?
Yeah, it's now news. It's now news. Like, oh, they shot this down. They shot that down. It's like every day they're shooting down another balloon.
Yeah, and then there's another rocket, like you said, that video. Like a lot of people are sending video. Like I'm getting videos from Instagram. Like I'm seeing that shit now, and it's getting crazy.
Of what?
Of rockets and shit getting blown up in the sky. Like the other day, there was something floating. Like I saw something going up, like rocket, like smoke, basically fire coming down, but someone's flying up, and somebody was recording it. And I saw it coming from your house the other day.
What? I think it was in the Cape. There's a lot of rocket launches in the Cape, like satellite rockets, and not just like tonight. The picture I showed, that was a rocket. At first, I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought it was like maybe a shooting star, but it was a rocket. It was a rocket. But
it's just really weird. We're probably going to be seeing. I don't know if you guys talked about it already, but we're probably going to see a lot of things going on right now. Weird things that we can't really explain.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, Dre's already talked about it.
Yeah, they gotta make they gotta keep the fear, man. But like to me, like a weather balloon or a Chinese balloon. I mean, we got technology that fucking blows that shit out of the frame. You know what I mean? Like,
but they won't use it.
How and why did we let it come in our atmosphere and we didn't do nothing about it and not blow it up? Not send a fucking drone at it and to blow it up. Are you crazy?
How do we know we didn't? See?
This is what I'm saying. Why would you put this on TV? You know what I mean? It makes the country look weak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes it look like we're incompetent,
Like
this is what I'm saying.
They do it, you know what I mean?
Well, we are. We elected Trump, so we definitely got some ignorant people.
No. Biden's the president.
Nah, Biden's all right. He's Uncle Joe, man. Don't be hating on Uncle Joe.
No. But what I'm saying is, let's just say that, for shits and giggles, that these guys put up a balloon, the same white hats to show the power of Biden in the military. What did they do? They didn't do nothing for 4 days. They let that bitch float. You know what I mean?
This is one of the first images that we. So this is like top secret. I'm releasing some news here that I got from my sources. We got some images from that Chinese weather balloon that they shot down, or weather or whatever surveillance balloon. They released an image that they somehow got, and this is an image when it was over Missouri. So this is one of the first images I'm sending to you on WhatsApp. So this is how good the Chinese are. Like now we know why they had a balloon go over the U.S. because they need to see what was going on. This is one of the first images that we actually intercepted, and we found out what they were looking at. So here it is. I'm sharing with you guys on WhatsApp.
Okay.
You guys see it?
Yeah.
Take a look.
Yeah, my bad, guys. I didn't see the message. I was actually streaming earlier, playing. I'm actually live right now. I'm on Twitch live.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah, we're doing like 5v5 competitive like custom matches, and I'm playing against other people like grandmasters, top grandmasters in the world in the game, masters.
Grandmaster. We're playing chess.
Yeah, basically it's like chess. Basically.
But yeah, so Dre, you see the image? So
yeah, that's funny.
So we got to K-Dub, you're not seeing it, but it's like an image of a white guy and a lady, and the white guy is throwing a beer bottle at the sky. He's trying to hit the weather balloon. and the lady, there's another lady, she's like cocking back, getting ready to throw something too. So this is what the Chinese were looking at.
They were going over the trailer park.
The trailer park, yeah. I love that image. I saw that shit. I was like, oh my God. You know, some people, I've heard there's TikToks. Somebody was telling me that people were doing TikToks that people wanted to shoot. They were like, they had their guns out and they were pointing their guns at it. And one guy was like a retired military, and he called his general, because he has a missile launcher. He says he wanted to shoot it out of the sky, and the guy was like, no, don't do that, And he had a missile launcher. And how he got one, I don't know. I'm like, that's another problem. But he wanted to shoot a missile launcher at it, and I'm like, do you realize this shit is 65,000 feet in the air? Nothing is gonna reach it from that height. Like a bullet is only gonna travel what? How far does a bullet go? About 3,000 yards, maybe. Like a pistol, a rifle, maybe a little bit further, 5,000 yards, 6,000 yards. A sniper rifle, I don't know the distances, but like you're not gonna.
You gotta Google that.
We're gonna Google that. But I'm just saying the numbers are off. But I'm just saying a rocket launcher is not gonna reach 60,000 feet. Like that's at the upper edge of the atmosphere. Like But some people were that stupid. They wanted to shoot it out of the sky. Like, if the government's not going to do it, I'm going to shoot it out. Like, okay,
only in America, they say they found immediately. We know it's a Chinese balloon. It flies over how many states? And then we shoot it 4 days after. Let American balloon go over Russia or over China. See how long it lasts in the sky.
Done. 5 minutes. I know. I will agree.
This is so much. This is so much sorcery. It's just so funny.
It's sorcery. What is this sorcery? These balloons,
bro.
1900s to 1900s.
The fucked up thing is that like other countries are just laughing at us. They're like, the top news is Chinese weather balloon. Everybody's like, wow, yeah, no, it just floated. Like what?
Listen, they wanted to have a hot weather balloon. You know, they got off course. It got off course. A hot weather balloon. It was one of those balloons. You know, you've seen them. They're in like New Mexico. It got off course by a few 10,000 miles or so. But you know,
10,000.
They should have shot it out. Yeah, they shouldn't have shot it out of the sky. I mean, come on.
Yeah, man.
Oh, come on.
It was just floating freely. It should have just kept floating.
I mean,
let her float.
Like the audacity of the Chinese. Like, yeah, let's fucking launch. And that's not the only one. They said there's weather balloons in Latin America, Costa Rica. There was one, and a few years ago there was a weather balloon over Florida, or the Chinese balloon. They said that they didn't talk about because they're saying that Biden wasn't doing shit. Like, what happened when Trump was president and they didn't do shit? Of course, they're denying it, but like, it's like, man.
Where do they make these balloons, man?
In China, bro. Everything's made in China. Of course, it's coming from China. China.
I guess they knew because when they zoomed in on the balloon, that shit said "Made in China."
Yeah. That had Chinese lettering on it.
I think one of them it had the balloon and it had a fucking a fucking Chinese box at the bottom of it.
Oh, it had a Chinese box.
You know how that comes with the rice, like the pork fried rice box.
Yeah.
It was the balloon with delivering the fucking Chinese food, dog.
I think I've seen that one too.
I'm like, yo, man, these guys are out of. I think it's just comedians doing it, man.
Of course
it's
it is.
So hilarious.
But like, think about it. Like, Like, I mean, they had the Hindenburg. We're talking World War II or late. And they're doing this shit again. Like, they're bringing it back. Like, what are the Chinese bringing back hot air balloons? Like, yo, we're making it good again. Like,
yeah, I know.
Like, come on, man.
This is great technology.
Yeah, strategy is strategy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what we do? Just fly the balloon over. Like, what? Are you serious? Yeah, man. Fly the balloon over. Okay. He got the call.
I'm telling you. Those cocksuckers.
Shit. That shit's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I seen the image. Yeah. It's a balloon and on the bottom it's a fucking it's one of the Chinese the boxes that you get from the Chinese place. It's hanging down on the end of the balloon.
That shit's funny as fuck, bro.
One says weather balloon, totally not for spying. It's written in red ink. Hey, come on, bro.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people eat this shit up, man.
A lot of people have been writing down. If you zoom in on the balloon, it says we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. You know those phone calls you get about your warranty?
Yeah.
They're saying that's why they're trying to get a hold of you. They can't get a hold of you, so now they use this weather balloon to get a hold of you.
We're trying to contact you about your extended warranty.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Like, come on, bro. What is this shit?
Like, we're trying to contact you. Your extended warranty.
Oh my god. There's so many memes on there right now. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, the extended warranty. Bad phone. I don't know what the fuck that means.
We're trying to reach you.
One of them's got a picture of Putin riding it. Like, what the fuck?
Putin riding it.
He's on top of it. He's sitting on top of it like he's riding a horse.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious.
And then they got a Lego. Somebody posted a Lego. You could build it. It's called a Chinese spy balloon. It's a Lego. It's a Lego. It's a Lego. I'll share that with you guys. I'm telling you, the internet is a cesspool of I don't even know what.
Bro, you could get lost in the internet just fucking watching memes all day, though.
Dude, me and Dre, we send videos to each other all the time.
Bro,
I watch tits all day.
I mean, just when you think you found the funniest shit, is this like 10 things that you've never seen before.
Did you see the video, Dre? With the guy, he's in that plastic ball, that big old ball, and he gets hit with the Tesla and he flies into the tree.
What?
Wait, the one with the fuck, man. You're talking about the one with the Tesla?
Yeah. The guy hits the guy in the. He's like in this big old ball, like the where you can get inside and you're safe in it, where you can just hit each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, the fucking Tesla goes like 70, 60 miles an hour and hits the shit out of it.
What?
Damn.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Some crazy times we live in. So K-Dub, the Super Bowl. So who you got? I know.
That's what I was gonna say. I want to see the Eagles win, man. I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes win.
You don't want to see Mahomes and his brother, his stupid brother.
He's gay or something. He's weird.
He's weird.
He's weird. He does the dances and shit. And
he's a knucklehead.
He just doesn't need to do any dancing. It's gonna give him bad luck, man.
He's a knucklehead. His younger brother turned out crazy. Patrick turned out all right, but his younger brother.
What does his brother do
for the Mets? Right?
I seen him one time, but
the younger brother?
No, the dad.
Oh, the dad? Yeah, he's the pitch. He pitched for the Mets. He pitched for, Pat Mahomes. That was.
Do you remember him? Do you remember?
Oh yeah. I'm a Mets fan. Yeah, he was a pitcher. He was all right. He was just another guy. He pitched for Minnesota. He pitched for the Mets. I think he pitched. I want to say he pitched for Texas. He was all right. I think he was a lefty.
Yeah, he was lefty.
Yeah, and
was he lefty? No, he batted righty, so I don't know.
He was a pitcher, but I just know that there's pictures of the son Mahomes Jr. He was in the outfield. He would be dressed up in his dad's uniform, and he'd be shagging. He could have played baseball. I mean, he's got an arm, so
There's a lot of football players that could have played baseball. Tom Brady could have been a catcher.
Mm-hmm. John Elway was a draft pick of the Yankees. He almost signed with the Yankees. In fact, there's a whole story around that. When he was coming out, the Colts wanted him, and he threatened them. He said, "Listen, if you draft me, I'm signing with the fucking Yankees." And they ended up trading him to the Broncos, but he was going to play baseball. The Yankees were going to – John Elway was almost a Yankee.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks, like you said, a lot of quarterbacks are good baseball players because they got the arm.
Yep.
You throw a fucking football 50 yards, you can throw a baseball.
Yeah, a lot of baseball players or football players were going to be baseball players.
Yep. Hell, Deion was an amazing
Deion Sanders, yeah, he's professional. Hit a home run or go play football and then go to baseball, go to Atlanta Field and go fucking hit a home run. Yeah.
Dude, Dre, I don't know if you were there, because Kevin, you were young, but
I was young. I don't think I was even. Was I born?
No, you were young. Where Dre, I don't know if you remember when we had season tickets. There was one game where the Dolphins were playing the Falcons, and Deion was there, and then he left, and then later that night he went and played baseball.
Yep.
I don't know if you were there for that.
I remember that him talking about it.
Okay. Yeah, that he played. He played that afternoon. Like, it was a 1:00 game in Miami, and then after the game he left, and then he played that night because I think it was the playoffs. This is when because he played for the Braves and they were in the playoffs, and he actually played that night, and he was pretty good.
I think I remember that day.
Yeah, they played, and they were making a big deal about it because he actually played both sports in one night. And I was like, fuck. But he was so fast,
Yeah, he was amazing.
He just could hit the ball. Like, he wasn't a power hitter, but he could hit the ball, and then you just knew that if he got on base, he was going to steal. He was going to steal second. Like, you can't stop him. He was one of the fastest men in the league.
Yep.
Him, Brian Jordan, that was another guy that played football. He played the Falcons too. He played safety and he played for the Braves. Brian Jordan. So, but we'll see.
Who else played? Michael Jordan, but he played minor
Jordan. He was, yeah. Although I think he was getting better. They were saying that he was actually getting better. If you would have played another year in the minors, he might have had a chance to play. I never doubt that man, because if you see him, and me and Dre grew up watching him more so than you, but like, that guy could do anything he wanted. He had that kind of drive, But he's another one, Dre. Who? The whole Jordan. I think there was something.
Yeah, well, he sacrificed his dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something happened there.
They said that he owed money to the mafia and them gambling, so he had to give up his dad.
He had to give up his dad. Yep, and he did. He was a notorious gambler. They got gambled on everything.
Did you watch the Jordan 60?
Yeah.
He was gambling with the fucking security.
Yeah.
Like $5,000 fucking quarters game.
Jesus Christ!
Who gets the quarter closest to the wall? Type shit. Like,
yeah, he had to gamble.
He had to gamble. So
I don't know if I told you guys a story. I listened to sports radio on satellite, and one time they were talking. This is when that 30 for 30 came out with Jordan, and some guy called in saying that he worked at a restaurant where Jordan would go there a lot. Like, he was involved with Jordan and wherever he owned. So he would hang out with Jordan and his entourage. And he said it's true that he was into like gambling, and he always like made
bets on everything.
People. He bet on everything. He would do a game where he would have guys come to his house, and they would go to his house, and they would have all kinds of alcohol. And he would bet them that he could outdrink all of them, that he could finish all the drinks for anyone else. And almost always, Jordan always won. and everyone else had to end up getting fucked up, and he won. And that's what the kind of person he was. He even gambled with alcohol, everything. He had to gamble.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
He very, very, very competitive. That's why, people argue and say, well, LeBron's the greatest player ever, like Jordan and Kobe. I'm like, no. LeBron is probably the best all-around player, but the greatest player is
it's just like trying to say who's the best rapper, dog. It's hard.
Every rapper has a different,
Everybody has their own style.
Rapper. Yeah, but
bro, I mean,
who's the greatest rapper?
Yeah, I mean, where do you push Shaq? I mean, he wasn't that talented, but he fucking did a lot of shit too, dog.
The greatest center. He was the greatest center. He's not the greatest player.
Shaq rapped too.
Oh,
yeah,
please.
Shaq rap.
Shaq Diesel. Yeah, I don't know.
You call that? Yeah, unfortunately, yes. We know all about Shaq. He's making money off of his likeness because he's in every damn commercial. He's in the General Insurance. He's in Papa John's. That fucker does everything, and good for him. He knows how to sell his name. He sells his brand.
That's all it's about.
Mm-hmm. He knows how to make money off of his name. Smart guy. A lot like somebody else that sells his name, end up becoming president.
It's all Trump. About the sale, baby.
Yeah. Trump vodka, Trump Airlines, Trump University.
But he was trying to do it. He got money. He was getting loans from fucking all type of people.
Yeah,
Russia. Russia. Of course. Yeah, Russia and everywhere else.
Yeah.
You don't think the Rothschilds helped him?
I'm sure. Listen, we all know they're all part of the big club. As I heard, we go back. I also heard that the reason all this shit's happening is they're getting ready to drop the Epstein list. Somebody said that they're getting ready to release the names of all the people that were on Epstein, and they're doing all this shit now to kind of deflect who's on that list.
Yeah, I don't know who.
That's crazy.
They wouldn't shoot themselves in the foot like that. That's why they would want to start a war. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why. I believe. They wouldn't do themselves like that.
Right, because how many people are on that list that are like powerful people?
Oh yeah, everybody. Right? Yeah, of course.
Clinton, the Clintons, and Trumpy, I'm sure is on that list. They don't want to say nothing, but he acting like he don't know nobody.
Nah, like I said, man, you don't get that rich and know all these people by just being a friend. I mean, look at Bill Gates. They asked him repeatedly, how many dinners is that's why your wife warned you about having dinners with Epstein? Is that why she was upset? And he's like, no, we just only had dinner, like 50 times.
Dinner with a bunch of minors, but just dinner.
And they, of course, they didn't talk about nothing.
No. Of course not. Bill Gates was talking about computers.
Right. They're talking about fucking Windows 95.
Windows 95.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, these kids don't know. I teach computers and they don't know. Like I show them a video. Like I show them a video like the history of computers, and then there's a part where it shows. You remember the old Apple IIs, Dre? Remember the old Apple IIs?
Oh, I remember those shits came to Norland, man.
What's the teacher's name? What was the computer teacher? Mr.
Mr. Messler.
Mr. Messler, yes.
Yo, he was a fucking pedophile, dog. He was would come. Yeah. Bro, I swear to God, he was a pedophile, dog.
Why would you say that? Why would you make the accusation?
Okay, let me tell you why.
Please tell us.
Because he would
he
always
you because he grabbed your nutsack one night.
No, he would grab my he would grab my shoulder and be like, "Hey, Andres, how are you? Do you want to? I also fly planes. You want to come in my plane?" I was like, you could ask your parents if you want to come. I'll take you out for a fly. I was like, he's like, whenever you're ready, we can go. And I was like, a little kid. Yes.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yes.
Oh my God! He never asked me to fly his plane. I kind of feel hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, Dre. The coy. See, Dre's got that coy, playful. Like I've seen old videos of Dre. So I can see why. I can see why pedophiles were attracted to you. You were like a happy-go-lucky, well-mannered child. Like I think we can take advantage of this kid. I think I can do something with this kid. Not with me. I was a fat tub. So I was like, nah, I'm not messing with this kid, man. He's too much trouble. We don't want to mess with him. But Dre, you were a target.
Yo, man, you it's like your first computer class, and
Yep.
you try to,
Yep.
you're trying to do shit, and you getting the fucking,
You go fly a plane with
you getting the special treatment. I'm like, a plane. I'm like, I don't know, man, about that, bro. I was
Dre,
like, man,
stay after
fuck
class.
that.
I need to talk to you about something, Dre. Andres. Oh, I can't get your real name. Sorry. Come stay after class, Dre. We want to talk about something.
Good. You want some extra credit?
You want to fly? You ever been on a plane?
Mr. Dre, would you like some extra credit, sir? You come by and see me after class.
You want to rub my feet for me, please? I'll give you extra credit. Rub my feet, Dre. But yeah, those computers. But those computers. So I saw the video. I paused it. I told the kids, you see those computers? Those are the ones I used when I was your age. And they're all looking at me like, really? I'm like, yes. And they're like, where's the mouse? They're like, where's the mouse, miss? I'm like, yeah, I know. No, we didn't have a mouse back then. We had to type everything. They're like, what? Really? I'm like, yeah, really.
Yeah.
No point and click for me. It was fucking run this, run that. You had to turn on the computer. You had to make sure the disk was in there. Otherwise, it
DOS and execute
right?
this.
Yeah,
and
execute. Yeah.
X this, X that. I remember. I remember making a Chilean flag.
You
all
did?
type of shit. Yeah, like with the colors.
Did you do the ping pong? The ping pong?
Nah,
game
I never did the ping pong. I did something close to it. I think I did do the ping pong.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. He had us do that before, and then the extra credit was the plane, fly the plane with Mr. Messler.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, my God, Dre! I can't believe that shit.
On the plane with you,
he was kind of weird.
You gonna give you a little jerky jerk on the plane?
Yeah.
He was an old. He was like a white. He was an old pasty white guy. I can just remember him.
Old
was he
pasty
bald
white guy.
Yeah.
You could tell he ain't got no wife. Like
he was a weirdo.
He's just a pedophile.
Yeah. Yeah, I could now that I kind of remember him vaguely. Yeah, that guy was. He's probably he's probably dead right now, but he probably got fired for doing some shit.
Yeah, man. Back in the 80s, bro. I mean, there's no cameras, there's none of that shit.
Yep. No, it was crazy back then. Like I can remember going to the Hollywood Mall where Adam Walsh got abducted, man. I remember walking in that Sears. And that kid got kidnapped.
Yep.
We don't realize in the 80s it
was fucked up.
Times.
Listen, man, I fucking read a book, man, about this guy talking about this subject. It's called Series Colony, talking about he got abducted and used as a sex slave and human traffic. And
Jesus.
Yeah, from here and up into here, and they did surgeries on the moon and all type of shit.
What?
Yeah, crazy. He went to Mars. He started off as an Illuminati. He started off as an Illuminati sex slave.
Oh my God!
And then they used his psychic abilities, and they put him in the military. And this shit is like a movie, what he wrote, bro. This shit
sounds like it.
Yeah.
Is this Total Recall?
No. It's got Total Recall. It got fucking Star Troopers in it. He went to Mars, fought fucking giant mantids and shit. Yo, this shit
Are you sure this guy is like wasn't on acid when he told the story, or
no? They use acid to fucking drug drug them. Yes.
Right.
But yeah,
but like Mars fighting like the Mars rover, I don't see no alien bases or shit. That rover doesn't show me anything. There's nothing on Mars.
There's okay.
They got the guys in there. All right, move the fucking rover. All right, put it in this corner so they don't see anything. All right, go start recording. Right? Like if you could see really what they're looking at, like all around them is like a fucking all kinds of shit. But that one little corner, no, they won't see it. They won't know.
Yeah.
It's like looking at out in the desert.
All planets are inhabited by aliens and people who are from that planet. It's just what it is. You're gonna tell me that all these massive places are empty? No, it's not, man.
I know some people believe that, and it's just like, really?
It's like look at where we're in the middle of nowhere, and look how many fucking people are here, dog.
yeah.
And that's humans. Like we ain't even talking about aliens. In the book, the guy talks about so many aliens he's seen.
Really?
But, yeah, he talks about
like Star Wars.
Yeah, he's seen like fish people. He's seen fucking rat people, humanoid rats, humanoid fish, cat people. Mixed hybrids.
Crab people.
Yeah. So no, it's a fucking good. It's a good book, but it goes to show you how, and I don't want to give it all away, but they use
give it away, bro. Come on, what are you selling the book? Come on.
No. But basically, he got abducted when he was 10. He
how did he get abducted though? Like what's the story? Like, was he like he was
in remember the gifted group? Remember remember they would pull you out of class in the 80s and they're like, oh, you're in the gifted class. Go to the gifted class.
No, I got pulled out to do speech because I couldn't say certain words.
Well, they had. Do you remember there was like gifted? Remember?
Yes, I know gifted.
Yes. Okay, I don't know if K-Dub.
Remember gifted? Were you in gifted? Were you in K-Dub?
I don't think he's there.
I think.
I
think he's playing.
So, anyways, he's in the gifted program, and this is in like Michigan or something. And he ends up being, he got good scores, and he was really smart. And what happened was that one day this other kid gets there. They were doing psychic ability testing, smart testing, situation testing, all type of testing. Mm-hmm. So one day this kid comes and he's like, they're all laughing and then they're like, tell him what you could do. He's like, oh, I could read everybody's mind. And so the guy was like, man, you full of shit. He's like, in his mind, he goes, well, if you could read my mind, then you're the ugliest motherfucker I ever seen, and you're never gonna get none of these girls. And the guy read his mind, and he just stayed quiet.
Right.
So he was like, I don't believe that shit. So the next day, that kid was the son of the guy running the program, and he was an Illuminati member.
Oh,
his dad was a part of the Illuminati. So what they did for punishment is they abducted him and made him a sex slave.
Jesus Christ. And all this happened in school.
That happened in school. But the thing is, it's like what they did is they abducted him, but they used technology. Like I think we talked about this. I don't know if I told you, but they do this this time regression thing where they abduct you at a certain point, like when you're like 10 years old, and then they put you in a program. They take your consciousness, use you for 20 years, and then bring you back. They bring you back to the point when they took you, so it's like you never left. But
what?
They wipe your mind and they regress your body. They use your body. They use you as a person. All that 20 years. When you're done with your 20 years, they bring you back to the moon. They regress your age, put you back as a 10-year-old, and put you back in your backward the next morning.
But wait a second. But like your body, you're still like you age 20 years. How do you go back in time and go back to being 10 again?
Right. They have technology to age regress you.
So like Meet Joe Black
Huh?
type shit, like Meet Joe
Yeah.
Black, the movie Meet Joe Black, the guy
Right,
gets younger,
right.
or whatever the fuck the movie's called.
Right, you did Benjamin Buttons.
I'm sorry, Meet Joe Black. Benjamin Buttons, yeah.
Right. Kind of like that, but then reverse, you know.
But wouldn't like
From
certain
older to
people
young.
want that? Like rich people, like powerful people, couldn't they get that technology and say, "Yo, I want to get
No,
younger"?
so if you think about, so I thought about this. So you think about like slavery. You know, we live in a slave planet. We live in a slave. This
Right.
is just they
So a
once they
slave for
got the
money.
technology. Once they got the technology, I mean, they're sex slave. They got the technology. They use they learn that they can age regress the person, use them if they're very smart, they can abduct them and use them on, spaceships or special programs, use their intelligence and use it for free and then bring them back. You know
So
what
we're
I mean?
cattle. So we're like cattle.
We're cattle.
Our
We're cattle.
fucking our world is cattle. Like we did that to certain groups. We made them slaves. Basically, we are slaves towards other groups.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Some of us, or
we're like
unknowingly. Right.
Right. I mean, we don't understand it, but this is what happens. Like a lot of people get abducted. All these people that get that are missing in the Walmart in the Walmart wall.
The Walmart wall.
All these people, you're like, where do these people? All these kids just missing? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So yeah, the kid, the book is real good, man.
And what's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
It's called The Series Colonies. Hold on, let me tell you. It's called The Series Colony. It's by Tony Rodriguez. It's the guy.
Tony Rodriguez. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's called Series S. I mean C.
I'm
C.
I'm still doing that.
Series CERES Colony Cavalier. Series Colony Cavalier.
Series Colony Cavalier. So if you guys want to hear an interesting story, I mean, and a crazy story, honestly. Like you're telling me these things, like what the fuck? But
when they put him in the program, they broke him. They broke him. They broke his mind. They tortured him. Illuminati shit. They did satanic rituals. He talks about that. They raped them. You know what I mean? He talks about that.
Jesus Christ.
They raped him like 100 times.
Oh my God.
He's like,
man.
What happened?
But yeah. So, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen. Dre says there's some shit going on down the pike. I don't know. I just know that these weather balloons, whether they've been here for years or they're increasing, it's gonna be interesting to see what we do for that. But we'll see. But well, like I said, I think this is the last segment. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Obviously, Mama G, we know she's close to coming back, guys. I know people have asked me, and I'm hopefully, we will have her back soon. So she's getting close to coming back. She's dealing with some things, and we're there for her, like always. We love you. We miss you. Yep, we do. And I know she'll be back shortly. So you guys, eventually, you're going to be surprised and you're going to hear her voice soon. But not tonight, but soon. So, again, thank you guys. K-Dub, Dre, thank you for joining in. K-Dub, thank you for eventually getting on.
Yeah.
We know you're doing your thing. And Dre, again, thank you for the conspiracy theory hour or half hour. That was fun. And I said, and K-Dub, about tomorrow, so the invitation's still there. Tell Pops too.
So your house?
Yes, we'll be there.
Conspiracy jack-off hour.
The jack-off, the conspiracy. Yes. The Art Bell, east of the Rockies, west of the Rockies. Bro, they're still on.
North of Hialeah.
North of Hialeah, La Sawasera. Bro, he's still on. Not Art Bell, he's dead, but they still have it's on Sirius XM. It's on the trucker channel, some channel with truckers. And like right now, if you go on Sirius XM right now, they have it's called Coast to Coast AM, and they have all like the shit we talk about. That's what they talk about. They talk about everything.
Yeah.
That's like your shit right there, bro. That's your speed right there, Dre.
Oh yeah, I'm with it.
Love me some Art Bell, man. Look up Art Bell, K-Dub. And those of you who don't know who that is, if you like conspiracies, do a little search about Art Bell, and if you hear any old audio, that guy was on top of everything. 9/11, aliens, remote viewing. That's how I learned about remote viewing, not from you, Dre. I knew about that before you. I knew that years ago. And actually, K-Dub, our dad told me about Art Bell. He's the one that turned me on to Art Bell.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Art Bell.
Yeah. Art Bell, the talk show host, late night.
Yep.
And then he moved somewhere. I guess he had to get out of the States because they were after him, and then he died. He got old. He died. But yeah, man. Thanks for listening to Fam 305 podcast. You know where to find us, the usual areas. The fam305.com. Also, Dre, the Traffickers, doing your thing.
Yes, sir. Trying, man. I'm working on a little solo project, and I just been kind of, busy, but I'm trying to get back into it, man. It's a lot of motivation, man.
Yep.
Got to get back into it.
That's part of it. If you're motivated, you can do anything, guys. You got to get motivated though. Sometimes it's that one little spark to get you going. Otherwise, we kind of stay in neutral.
Yep.
So K-Dub, I know you got your Twitch thing going on, and
I'm on right now. I'm playing Destiny 2 right now. I'm on twitch.tv/Killadranzo, DRANSO 0, and I'm just playing one of the new expansion packs that just came out. Just checking it out again, getting into the groove.
Good shit. All right, well, y'all have a good one. We'll see you soon. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, and we'll be talking soon.
All
right. Sir.
Later.
Peace. Fan 305, baby.
Like, share, subscribe.
Hey
now.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the Fam 305.